And what's up, everybody? This is None Defense, still host of this YouTube channel, not the leader of any team anymore, and I am on the account Grublett. Yay, Grublett! So, for anybody new to the channel, here we go. I did a video yesterday, but anyway, all level 1 landing craft, no offensive statues. You have to take my word for it until Supercell sends out a press release and confirms that I have never spent money on diamonds on this account. I have spent money on diamonds on None Defense's account. I've been very clear about that for a long time. But this account, no diamonds. I've never used an offensive statue. I've never, this is it. This is how I did it. And so yesterday I posted a video because I posted something on Facebook and it freaking blew up. I was celebrating. I was just like, yay, look at Grublett. And, it's gotten a lot of attention. And it's kind of crazy, but I'm very proud of it. And you know what? As long as that single thread is continuously getting people are commenting on it, I'm going to continue to reply. I spoke to a guy today, just a little bit ago, and he asked for another video. He said that he posted it on the Hopper Network, and I've had mixed reviews on the Hopper Network, but I've worked with several of them before. But whatever, they're cool people. But apparently he shared it with them, and they're all like, "Wait, what?" And I guess I never took the time to show any of the Hopper people my Grublett, but there he is. So anyway, so what he wanted to see, and I'm going to try to get to it quickly, is how do I beat bases? Like, just how do I do it? For speed's sake, I can never remember on any Grublett video. I can never promise a victory. I can't promise a victory because you just never know what's going to happen on a Grublett. There's just no way to ever know because there's too many variables. What happens typically on a typical day, full disclosure, I wake up, check on Grublett, collect any diamonds or whatever that are there on his archipelago, get me a joint going, such as now. Yes, and then just start refreshing his map. This morning I was kind of busy, so I hadn't gotten around to it, but I was going to sit here. I start work in like an hour or 2 hours, so I was going to sit here and just kind of do my thing. But again, I wasn't expecting. I thought when I posted yesterday's video, about it, I thought that was going to be kind of the end of the subject, but no, it turned out there's more to talk about. So whatever. So right now you're seeing what I'm doing. There's really not much to talk about. Just here it is, just running through Dr. T. I think I lost a rifle there. All of my rifles are named Grublett on this account. People are asking, why do I do this? Because I don't know. It started as a stupid joke a couple of years ago, hanging out with super awesome Boom Beach players. Let's see if I can find their task force. I think they are Spin Bort Soon. I think that's their name. Yep, there they are. Look at these guys. I have served with these guys. Like, we have worked together. Well, not Colonel Wang. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure he's lovely. But Don, he's my guy. Braun, he's my guy. Bort, he's my guy. Spin, he's my guy. Colonel Wang, I don't know him, but if he's down with them, I'm sure he'd be down with me. And so these are people that can verify. If anybody is wondering, these 4 people can verify that Grublett did it the hard way. We used to be on the same team together, but they wanted to go further into the task force, higher rankings. I get it, and Grublett can't go on that trip. He just can't go. He's not allowed to go, and that's okay. That's okay. Grublett understands. Grublett does not take it personal. Alright, so this one is going to be a little trickier. I mean, not impossible. It's just, see, whenever people are asking to see Grublett videos, what they're often looking to see, I find, is, validation. Is like, yeah, well, you can't beat super hard people, so screw you, you're useless. I'm like, well, yeah, that's true. Like, that's true. I can't beat super hard people, and I'm useless, so whatever. I'm cool with that. What we're going to do here is just get a little sneak going. I see a spot right there between all of those, well, you'll see. I'm about to point there. I just pointed there. Let's get everybody in position. And I'm not worried about the mortar so much there. I'm just going to make sure that these machine guns are shocked. Coming out of smoke, just a moment. So if you're determined to be a hater, you can certainly look at this and say, so yeah, well, you know, whatever, and that's true, and I have no argument against that. But, you know, again, if that's your mentality, then I think you're kind of missing the point of, you know, what the Grublett is all about. The Grublett is a celebration of nonsense. That's what Grublett is. And proudly to continue the celebration, and I hope you join the party with me. Okay, so we beat T3. I can usually almost always beat T4. No, I don't. Never. I'll never rate you, Boom Beach. I rate you as awesome. There you go. That was my rating. Alright. Alright, so we got to reload the troops. What I would do now is, the guys are saying, or the guy that I was talking to, and I'm just assuming that he's, you know, talking about, that he's talking to people and relaying this information. At least that's how he's presenting. And he's saying that they want to see my strategies. Alright, well, as always, it depends on the layout. Every time I'm looking at a fresh base, and I try to refresh my map daily, what I need to see is, can I get to the core, you know, and cause his, you know, and get rid of as few things as possible and still have an exposed core. Because if the core is like if this core, right where it is, right here, if this core was right here, I could never beat this guy. Never in a billion D years could I beat this guy if his core was right there. But it's not right there, it's right there. And as a result, this was how I beat this guy. So we're going to get through it quickly. I got it on fast, so I thought I did. There we go. So I just destroyed a rocket there. What am I running here? Is this rifle? Yep, this is rifle. Got to the rear. Counting on my Everspark there to generate some critters. I appreciate that. I only recently unlocked Everspark. Don't even ask me how I managed to beat players without her, but she's been a worthy upgrade. But then it's just all about getting in position. So there you go. Let me pause it. So that was the secret. This is the secret to making this type of account work. You're not going to beat many people. You're only going to beat, if any, I beat typically one, well, some days 0. So we'll say 0 to 4 players a day. Okay? We'll average it at 2, maybe 1.5. So don't do this unless you're just a stickler for self-torture. Because if you really love torture, then sure, go ahead, have fun, you'll enjoy this. But if you're not into that, then don't do it. Don't be a Grublett. Not everybody can be a Grublett, and that's okay. The world doesn't need too many Grubletts, truth be told. For anybody who wonders where the name Grublett came from, he is the name of a Chihuahua, a real-life Chihuahua who's sitting next to me right now. And throughout the YouTube channel, where did Dr. T go? Throughout the YouTube channel, I have various pictures and videos of Grublett in action. Alrighty, so, okay, oh, this is actually going to be easy. This is going to be easy, but I do not recall a time that Grublett beat T5. Like, maybe he did somewhere along the way, but I don't remember it. Like, and I just don't remember it. But as you can see, you higher level players, you'll see that I'm essentially using Smoky Zuka tactics. You know, and just using them on just kind of a smaller scale. And it's about just recognizing my limits and working within my limits. It doesn't do me any good to try to do things on this account that I know he just can't do. So I've got to find ways to make it work within the system. You know, within his limits. He has his limits. He will forever have his limits because he's a Grublett, and he will never upgrade his landing craft. And in a perfect world, I've said this out loud, I will only add offensive statues if I've maxed everything out. You know, like all my defenses are maxed, just everything's maxed except for my landing craft. Then maybe I'll start adding offensive statues. But as long as Supercell continuously adds updates to Boom Beach, I'll never be able to keep up on Grublett. So that means I'll never have offensive statues. So whatever. I love this account. My other accounts, they're cool, they're neat, whatever. I'm glad that they're maxed, and I'm glad I worked hard to get them there and all that. But this is my baby. This is why I couldn't go along with Bronson, the team I showed you at the beginning of the video. This is why I couldn't go with them, because I could not give up Grublett. So that's my fault. Like, I could be on a team with the top leaderboard, and these guys know that I could easily hang. You know, one account, absolutely I can hang. My wife could too, absolutely. But Grublett's my baby, so it's like, so I gave it all up for Grublett. And I would do it again 1,000 times over. And my guys, they know. They understand. So that's that. Player bases, I showed you that. I don't want you to waste any of your time. I've determined I can't beat this guy. So I'll show you a quick run of what I do. But again, in the message I was having with this guy, I don't know, what's up with you? Why are you being like that? He said he wanted to see what I do in ops. So I'm going to show that as well. Okay, so I'll never be able to beat this guy, and it only took me 1.5 seconds to see it. You know, like, I'll never be able to beat him. Just, it's got too much stuff to deal with. Because remember, Grublett only has enough gunboat to remove a very small number of things. See, this guy, I can't beat this guy. I can't beat this guy. I've tried against this guy. I don't remember if I beat him. Yeah, I have it marked H for hookah, but no. Let's just find a new opponent. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. So for the guys who wanted to see this video, you know, if you were looking for a chance to hate on me, this is your moment. It would say, see, you went through your whole map and you can't even find anybody to beat. I'm like, well, that's true, but tomorrow I may find 4. You know, who knows? That's life on Grublett. Like, I've had those days. Last week, somehow, Grublett got 40 some odd intel, which for Grublett is insane. Like, how in the hell did he do that? Alright, here's a level 44. Levels don't mean anything to Grublett. It's all about the layout. See, I can't beat this guy. I can't beat this guy. Maybe. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hit attack. It's all going to be based on if I can remove all of his, you know, the problematic things without much issue. Alright, so if that goes and that goes, then we might be in business. Are you going to die? Okay, that died. Alright, okay. Maybe this is going to work after all. He's got nothing there, so he's got some boom mines hid somewhere back there. Alright, but that's fine. I'm rocking rifles. But I'm short. Alright, that's fine. We're going to do the practice run. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all of my troops, you know, right here. Okay, so I'm going to do that real quick. And then I'm going to flare. Really, I'm going to save myself. I'm just going to go ahead and just flare all the way back there. And I'm going to let them run over that mine, and I'm going to start the smoke right there. Smoke. 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 Yeah, I mean, that's a start. Like, you know, we'll see. We'll see. That's what we're going to do. Oh, we got to check the range on this thing as well, but whatever. Alright, so my rifles should be back by now. So here we go. This is going to be your live attack. Hope it works out. So, and don't look at it and say, oh, well, it was a level 44. I mean, yeah, it's true, but I beat players all over the map. Like, it just depends. If a level 60 gives me a chance to sneak him and catch him at the rear, if he's giving that to me, it doesn't matter if he's level 60. I'm going to take it and I'm going to win. But if he's making me fight for it, it doesn't matter if he's level 60 or level 40. If I can't win the individual fights, then I can't do it, and that's okay. You're allowed to know when you just can't do it. And on a Grublett, it's okay. It's just totally fine. So alrighty, here we go. So we're going to drop there. Let's make sure that everything clears out before we start dropping troops, because I'll go back in if I have to. Alright, we're looking good. Alright, we're going to drop one rifle. God dang it. One rifle, then the lady, then everybody else. Okay. We are now flaring all the way to the rear and going back to start the smoke. 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 Okay, here we go. Now what we got to do is destroy this rocket. So hopefully 2 shots will take that out, and it did. That's good news. We've got to worry about this mortar over here. Let's see if we can finish that off. So I mean, the fact that he's a lower level certainly helps. I'm not going to pretend that it doesn't, because it allows me to, destroy the critical defenses much easier. So of course that helps. But, please don't think that, the levels that because I'm not looking at the levels. So I hope that you're not either, because there's no benefit to looking at the levels, because that's not the answer. The answer is layout. Give me a layout I can work with, then I can work with it. If you give me a layout that I can't work with, then I can't work with it. And it's just kind of about that simple. So we may beat this guy, we may not, but here was what I was trying to do. So in my personal time, I may try to beat this guy 3 or 4 more times before I give up. Who knows? But win or lose, I can safely say that you have seen the strategy of what it was that I was attempting. I could have done that smoother. I could have done that better, I'm sure. But whatever. So I don't want this video to get too long. So alright, so you're done. Everybody feel happy? Everybody happy that they saw that? Well, and you just got to trust the fact that I find ways to turn those into wins. The ones where I'm close, if there's a way to turn it into a win, I do it. Alright, on the subject of ops, yesterday they started Foxtrot, and please, you high-level guys, I don't need to hear, yeah, well, that's only Foxtrot, we're doing whatever. It's like, just use some imagination. Like, to appreciate Grublett, you have to have imagination and creativity and be fun and all that to appreciate it. Alright, so this was TechCrunch. I'm not amazingly proud of the performance that I ran, but I saw that it was available. This team, nobody else is using Zookas primarily, so I feel this is just kind of, as I'm hanging out and chilling out on this team, this is just kind of what I've been doing. So they allow me to just kind of pick a base that is going to be either the hardest for them or whatever, and then I just use the 4 attacks that I have on this team, which is Grublett, Boom Bitch Angie, None Defense, and Blueberry. So I'll show you how we beat TechCrunch. Now, for anybody affiliated with the Hopper Network, you know how to beat TechCrunch, but this is my spin on it, and I'm not proud of this. I'm not. I should have taken out these shock mines and that shock mine, and I didn't, and it kind of screwed me up a little bit later. But I proudly admit that when I make a mistake, I make a mistake. It happens. I should have, I don't know, I just really thought when, so I mean, all I'm doing is just clearing mines. I'm big on clearing mines for the next guy. When you have multiple attacks like I typically take into an op, it's beneficial. If I only had Grublett on this team, I would prefer to spend a little time at least talking with the guys, and for them to know kind of what, if I know what the end goal is, then I can at least use my bombs to clear mines for somebody, but whatever. So that was Grublett. This is Boom Bitch Angie. So I was hoping, and I'm sure she would have been able to win won, or at least did much better, but you're going to see where I screwed up. So this is my wife's account, but she's given up Boom Beach. But I really thought that I wasn't going to hit those mines, and then I did. And I ended up having to use, and she was boosted, she's got plenty of power, but I ended up just having to use, it just went stupid. I just wasn't particularly happy with it. It's whatever, it happened. Nothing you can do about it except live with it, because that's what happened. So, but in the end, yay, there you go. So I at least exposed the core and gave, I'm going to get out of this, and gave non-defense a place to stand. But then, of course, none didn't have an amazing attack. So I wasn't super proud. You know, but whatever. It was last night. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So at no time do I ever claim to be like the super greatest or whatever. Just, I'm good at what I do. But when I make mistakes, I should have flared there, because of that walk there. But in the end, it's alright. Getting back there. And none defense does not have, his Zukas are max, but he currently has, what does he have? He has 5 offensive statues, 3 Power Stone chance statues, and 2 resource reward statues. Once his landing craft, the final landing craft, is upgraded to 22, and I'm almost there, like 3 or 4 more to go, 5 to go, I don't know, whatever, I'll get there. But once that's done, then I'll be swapping those, him back to full offensive statues. But you know, for now, there you go, you saw it. So I did the sneak. And do you really want to watch it? I mean, I'll show you. So Blueberry, and again, another account controlled by me. I went in and just finished the job. So if I had done everything right from the beginning, I theoretically should have been able to do this in 2 attacks. See, I keep flaring there. Like, what was I thinking? As I'm watching it now, I'm like, that's not where I flare. Why was I flaring there? Who knows? Who knows? But there you go. Yay. And then just 30 seconds later, pop. There you go. Alright, so I've discussed the account. I've shown Grublett. From the beginning, from the very first day I started the account with the intention to do it. Remember, it started as a joke, and then it just stuck, you know. It's like, well, before you know it, I was at 200 victory points. And it was like, well, might as well keep going now. So, here I am. But, from the very beginning, it's just always been about using my gunboat, using my high-level skill, and I do have high-level skill, in conjunction with the limitations self-imposed by myself or whatever. My hookah game is similar, you know, to my rifle game, you know, same concept. I will go with the hookah, my little mini hookah medic Zuka mix. I'll go with that if I can keep my heavies alive, then I'll go with the Zuka. But if I won't be able to keep my heavies alive, then I might as well go with the rifleman. So it just kind of depends. But there you go. I think I've said everything that I feel needs to be said. So I'm gonna post this video. This will be episode Boom Beach according to Grublett, episode 4 of 800. So that means we have 796 episodes remaining. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And you know, I mentioned I start my new job, which today's my first day. I'll be in training for the next 12 weeks. So you know, I may post before work, and I may not post again for the next 12 weeks. Who knows with me? You never know. But as always, you know that I'm going to continue to Grublett. And yeah, so I love you all. Thank you so much. And to the people who, again, are responding graciously and hate-shiciously, whatever, thank you just for reacting. Because whatever you feel about it, I'm proud that Grublett has evoked a reaction from you. That means something to me. So, alright. So, as always, friends, be safe and keep booming, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Alright, bye.